everyone, welcome back to Stitches and Bloom. My name is Bee and this is my little podcast, and it's all about crochet. Most of it, it's I like to crochet. I've been crocheting for about a year now, so it's kind of a beginner's level really, that the patterns and things that I make. And I just thought that would be nice, because a lot of the crochet podcasts, sometimes they kind of do a lot of advanced things, I think. Well, if people have been crocheting for quite a long time, they seem to be making, a lot of, a lot of advanced makes sometimes. So I just thought this little podcast, it might help people who aren't really haven't been crocheting too long, and I can show you some patterns and things that I've been making that might be good for a beginner. So that's enough waffling. I've come on today to show you some of my October, what I want to make in October. I just thought that it would be good if I can kind of set myself some goals about what I want to make in my crochet, and then I can I've not got my lights on today. Let's put my lights on. There we go. I just thought that I could show you some of the things that I'm hoping to make. I've got a blanket that I would like to make, a throw, using up some of my stash. I have got a wrap, a shawl wrap that I would like to make, and also a little bit of amigurumi. Still haven't finished my doll yet, but I will show you hopefully. I'm hoping to get her finished in October, definitely. And yeah, that's it. I'm not going to put too much, on myself to kind of get things made. I just thought I'll do these three, because a throw is quite substantial, isn't it? And I don't expect to get that finished in October. I'm hoping that if I did a couple of rows every day, it might go into November, but we'll see. Yeah, so I'll show you what I want to make in October. I couldn't really get a proper thing of this, but I hope you can see. It's this. It's called the little baby blue, little boy blue baby blanket, but it won't be a baby blanket. I'm going to make it into a throw, and it's a free pattern on the Crochet Crowd, and the pattern's by Jean. Yeah, it's actually got a picture of her. It's like I say, it's a free pattern. It's by Jean Steinhilber. Sorry, I've probably not said that very well. Can you see that? By Jean Steinhilber. Hilber. I'm sorry if I'm not pronounced that very well. And it's just a textured blanket, really. It's obviously got bobble stitches in. I think it's got a crossover, crossover half double crochet stitch as well, I think. Speaking in American stitch terms, that's how I have learned stitch crochet. I've only learned, like I say, about 18 months. I think, yeah, about 18 months. So yeah, so I've learned in American stitches. So to me, they make more sense, because a single crochet, a double crochet, treble crochet. Whereas because I've learned that way, when it goes back to English UK terms, treble crochet, I can't get my head around a treble crochet being a double crochet. I don't know. Anyway, so I did learn in USA terms. So the wool that I'm going to make the blanket in, oh, I can't wait for this. I just think these are so, I hope you can see. Look at those colours. Look at those colours. So excited. Look at them. They are just so autumnal. I mean, this is kind of, this isn't as blue, bright blue as this, and that isn't as bright red. This is kind of a magenta pink, and this is a kind of a like a duller teal, not as bright as that. Look at those. And these are just basically really just from my stash. Some of it is Aldi yarn, some of it is Hayfield, some of it is, I don't know, I don't think, I think we've got ball bands, but a lot of it is from, there's a lot from Aldi. Yeah. Yeah. When I first started crocheting, obviously you don't want to spend too much on yarn, do you? So I think majority of that, yeah, is Aldi yarn. So it's only for me, it's only blanket for me. Yeah, but I just thought those colours were absolutely gorgeous together. And what I'm planning on doing is doing the stripes. So if you look at the blanket again, so I don't know if you can see that they're bubbles. I think some of the bubbles are in the same colour as the stripe. But what I want to do, sorry about the nails, my nails are awful, aren't they? I'm so sorry about that. But what I want to do is, so if it was a peach and a brown, I have worked out what I want, what colour sequence I want to do it in. So the peach and then a brown bubble, and then the next stripe would be the brown with like a teal bubble, and then the next stripe. So whatever bubble is in that stripe will be the next stripe colour, if that makes sense. I've seen a lovely colour selection on, I think it was Mary Makes on Instagram, she is, and she's got quite a few blankets, and some of the colours, she's got like a teal and a peach. Oh, it's just gorgeous, it really is. So if I can link that, I will link that below as well. So that's kind of a big make. So like I said, I might not get that done in October. I might just get that done in you know, it might be October, November. It depends how quickly how quickly that knits up. The next thing that I want to make is this shawl. I've had this shawl on my Pinterest, oh gosh, since last year, and I loved it. It's probably the colours as well. They're so autumnal colours as well. It's called Lost in Time by Mijo Crochet. Mijo, M-I-J-O it is. And again, this was just on the internet. I think there is a video as well. Can you see that? And it's like it's got lots of different stitches in it, so that's good for practicing my stitches as well. So yeah, I just thought I'd have a go at that. There is a video, not by Mijo Crochet. The design is Johanna Lindahl, Lindahl. I don't know if you can see that. So that's the designer, and so that's another free pattern. And for that one, I'm going to use another papaya cake in these colours. Aren't they just gorgeous colours? I love them. It's autumnal again. You've got like this blue, and then like a grey beige, then an orange, green, another kind of golden. Again, they're not as bright as this, they're a bit duller, and then pink, and then like a light lilac, and then a blue again. So I just think that will be lovely. So that's that one. We're on 9 minutes, we're okay. The next thing that I want to make is this. Oh, this is so cute. Again, this is another free pattern, and this is on the Hobbycraft UK site, and it's under ideas. Hobbycraft have, if you go onto Hobbycraft UK, they have like an ideas tab at the top. So if you click on that, that will take you to like the ideas, and it was under autumnal or autumn, 25 autumn makes or something like that. This was under, but wait till you see this. Isn't that just the most gorgeous? Them two little hedgehogs, can you see the two little hedgehogs over a fire? with little marshmallows, and there's toadstools, and there's leaves and pumpkins, and I just love it. I just think it's so cute. Those hedgehogs are just so cute, and I'm hoping that I should be able to do that. I think I should be able to do that. So yeah, so that was that. So that's another make that I want to do. I just think that'll look so cute. And apparently that's a 40cm wreath, so there must be, you know, it's quite a big, it's not a small wreath, it's quite a big wreath. I haven't got a wreath. I might have one upstairs actually from Christmas, you know, just like a plain wreath, so I might be able to do that. But yeah, and then I just downloaded the pattern. Like I say, it's a free pattern again. So yeah, so that will use up some of my stash. I probably won't do it in them colours. I might use the Jean Arts wool that I had for my amigurumi, because I've got some of that left, and they're really autumn colours, so I might use that instead of, but they're nice colours, aren't they, as well, the pinks and that. So yeah, so they are my goals for October. That's what I want to try and make, so watch this space. And like I say, it'll give me something to kind of focus on. I'm sure that in between all that will be some things that I'll look at and I'll think, oh, I want to make that, oh, I want to make that. You know what you do, you think, you start something, don't you, and then you're on Pinterest or you're on YouTube or you're on Ravelry or wherever, and you're like, or Instagram, and you go, oh, that's nice, isn't it? I'll have to make that. So yeah, so that was that. I'm just going to stop. So yeah, so they're my autumn makes. Obviously I've got to finish off my amigurumi doll. Yeah, I think that's it. So the books, I also wanted to try and set myself some targets for book reading as well. I was really, because you know, you get to, well, especially now it's dark nights, isn't it, coming in, and you know, you've got autumn coming in, and you just think, oh yeah, I'll read a little bit more, and then you get your iPad or your tablet, and you start to, you know, kind of start looking at your tablet, don't you? And then 2 hours later, you kind of, you know, down a rabbit hole. But yeah, so I thought, right, if I have some books ready and waiting, and I will, you know, maybe half an hour of a night before I go to sleep, instead of on my tablet, I will get the book. So the first one I want to read is another Cecilia Ahern book. I saw this when I ordered the In a Thousand Different Ways that I showed you on the last podcast. This is called Freckles. It's by Cecilia Ahern again. Look at that colours on there, aren't they lovely? So, and it's I'll tell you what it's about. 5 people, 5 chances, 1 woman's search for happiness. Allegra Bird's arms are scattered with Freckles, a gift from her beloved father. But despite her nickname, Freckles has never been able to join all the dots. So when a stranger tells her that everyone is the average of the 5 people they spend the most time with, it opens up something deep inside. The trouble is, Freckles doesn't know if she has 5 people, and if not, what does that say about her? She's left her unconventional father and her friends behind for a bold new life in Dublin, but she's still an outsider. Now in a quest to understand, she must find not 1 but 5 people who shape her and who will determine her future. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading that one. Like I said, I do like Cecilia Ahern, and they're easy reads, so that will be good. Another one that I want to read, I have read Adorn French, and I really enjoyed it actually, and I can't remember what it was called. But this is A Tiny Bit Marvellous. Yeah, and this has been, I can't remember, a friend gave me this one. But yeah, I want to read this one as well, because it sounds quite a good one as well. It's about a family life, a 50-year-old mum, a 50-year-old lady, meet Mo Battle, about to turn 50, a mum to 2 hormonal teenagers, and then a husband who's just dad. So Mo's having crisis, about to do something unusually wild and selfish, which will leave the entire family teetering on the edge of a precipice. So yeah, so it sounds like another easy read, nice read. So that's that one. Whether I'll get through all these, I don't know. I have started this one because it's another Claire Mackintosh, I See You, and it's kind of the next one to I Let You Go, which I read in September. And this was, you know, when you get kind of like an insight into the next book. Sometimes you get little couple of chapters, don't you, at the end of the first book, and then the next book you might get a few chapters. So I've started to read that one, and I did have it in as well. So yeah, so that's another one. That's a thriller. So I'll just read the blurb on the back end. When Zoe Walker sees her photo in the classifieds section of a London newspaper, she's determined to find out why it's there. There's no explanation, just a grainy image, a website address and a phone number. She takes it home to her family, who are convinced it's just someone who looks like Zoe. But the next day the advert shows a photo of a different woman, and another the day after that. Is it a mistake, a coincidence, or is someone keeping track of every move they make? So yeah, so that sounds really good. So that's another Claire Mackintosh. And then if I get through those, not putting a lot of pressure on myself, I thought I might try the Kite Runner. And this is obviously not a new book, it's an oldish, sorry, the Kite Runner. And this is by Khaled Hosseini. I hope I've said that properly. And I know this isn't a new book, this is an old book, and I've heard a lot about it. So yeah, so I'm hoping that I'll get to that one. If not, that'll be a November read, won't it? So yeah, so they're my books that I want to read as well in October. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that, you know, obviously when I do my next podcast, I'll be able to update you on how everything's going, what I've done, if I've read anything, if any blankets have started, if any wraps have been started, any amagurumi have been started. Probably not. But yeah, no, I will do, and hopefully you'll be able to see what I am getting up to. So thank you so much again for spending some time with me. You can find me on Instagram as Stitches and Blooms 3, and that's it really. I don't really do any other social media, just Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, so I hope that and if there's anything that you want to comment on, what that you've seen, or you can tell me what your October makes are going to be, then please leave a comment on the comments. That would be lovely if you could. And yeah, I shall see you soon. Thank you for spending some time with me today, and have a lovely crafty month in October, and I shall see you hopefully very, very soon. Bye.